Okay, traders, I'm back again real quick. Just wanted to touch on something I didn't touch on about the TK cross. Now, look, I'm in a trade right now. I'm in there for a 25 pip profit. I didn't get in on the TK cross. I got in here on a Kumo break on the 1 hour chart. Now, this is on the daily chart here, so I wanted to just show you something on the daily. Now, on the daily, we got this cross, this TK cross happen. Another thing that you look for when you get in on a cross is look at your future cloud. Now this doesn't give you no prediction as to where price is going to be, but it's almost like a filter too. You could see when that crosses, because a lot of times when you have a Senkou span A and B cross, which is called a Kumo twist, when you have a Kumo twist, that's a signal. So people do use that as a signal, and that'll be just another confirming signal. But just because you don't have that cross doesn't mean you can't get in the trade. And this doesn't really tell you what your future is either. Really, I mean, it's just taking an average of prices and putting it in here and giving you, you can't say that average is going to be the same all the time. Anything can change and make this different. So but it gives you a little estimate, and when you see that cross, it's a little more of a confirming sign. It's something you may want to look to. I look at it here and there. I don't really pay a lot of attention to it. I put it in as one of my filters when I do my checklist on a trade, and if it's one of the things that's not in the direction that I'm going, I don't say, well, I'm not getting in the trade because I didn't get a Kumo twist. If all my other signs are strong and I don't get a Kumo twist, I don't mind. I'm still getting in that trade. The Kumo twist will come. If that price starts dropping, believe me, that Kumo twist will come. This is not a leading indicator just because it's 26 periods ahead, just like this is 26 periods behind. That doesn't mean that this is going to exactly tell you where price is going to be 26 periods from now. Now we could look at this right here and mark this, and 26 periods from now is price going to be in that area? We can find out, or else we could see if this is going to cross over and where price is going to be and how it's going to be. But I look at it as a filter. So just something I wanted to touch on. You see my trade is doing good. Hopefully when we get down, hopefully it'll get down to here and bust through here. If this trade busts through this Kumo, then I think I'm in for a good trade, real good trade. I'll let that run for a while. I'll start moving up my stop loss. And my stop loss is based on the hourly. My stop loss was here. But if I did this on a daily chart, which this is the daily, my stop loss would be way up here for this trade. And I wouldn't have got in the trade because there wouldn't have been no reason to get in the trade. But if you go to the hourly chart, which I was trading off of, there's where I got in the trade. Now here was the twist happened on this candle right here. I missed the twist because I believe I was probably sleeping at that time. But here's where this happened, and then it went down. So, like I told you before, look for this flat line here because see, price was consolidating all this time, and then finally price changed up. When you see that consolidation, look for a trend to start taking place. That's a sign that hey, so you see this consolidation, I'm going to be looking for something to happen. And sure enough, something happened. Here it goes. Okay, and yeah, like I said, I got in right here. My trade went down, came back, it turned against me. I put my Fibonacci's in because I got in at the end of the trade. It looks like when you look at this here, I put Fibonacci's in and I put my stop loss above the 38.2 retracement level. And what else? That's about it. Let's see. I'll show you exactly what I did here. When price was right here, I expected this to reverse because I got in at when I got in right here, it dropped down, and I said when it reverses, as soon as I see it reversing, which it did right there, when it started reversing, oh come on, I watched this go back up, and I said it'll go up to 32% retracement, maybe 50, but I know I had some strength with the tenkan-sen because price has to go through that, and then I knew I had strength with with my kijun, and price had to go through that. My kijun was up here at the time, so that's why I put the stop loss up there. But that's how I do. I still use my Fibonacci's. Sometime I will draw trend lines and support and resistance lines and stuff like that. Let's see. We don't need to draw. I could show you how I would do, but like this here level, that's all consolidation. Take this back and look and find the support and resist support levels, just stuff like that. But I just wanted to touch up on that Kumo twist. Now, see, here we go. Price crossed right here, right there, and I believe right here you didn't have a twist yet. But as that price kept going, you see that twist happened. That twist happened roughly right there in that area, and then price the twist for price was on this candle, so they were pretty close together. Now see this, people would say, oh well, look at you're showing the oranges for a downtrend, so yeah, you're good. I mean, it's a little bit of a confirmation sign, but it's not a sure thing. So don't look at it and say, oh, that's for sure, that's definitely going to go, because now what if this price shoots back up? This is still not a leading indicator. This still is based off of price action. So don't look at this and say, oh, this is where price is going to be, this is what's going to happen, it's in a downtrend and it's going to stay in a downtrend because this is in a downtrend. You can't do that. You'll get fooled and you'll get beat. That's about it. Now I think I touched up on pretty much everything. A lot of times, another thing that you do, I'll show you this on another trade that I do. I do this Kumo break, but I set price levels. I mean, I set price alerts so that I know when the price gets there. I put it a little ahead so I can get prepared. But you always have to have a checklist. You got to have that checklist for, you know, your price. You have a checklist for price, a checklist for your tenkan-sen versus kijun. I'll go over the price checklist. I mean, the checklist for everything when you're making a trade. The checklist that you want to go over, I'll go over that in my next video. We'll just go over the checklist, and you could check those things off and make sure that when you make that trade, if those things are in alignment, then you know you have a good trade. Okay, but I'm gonna let it go now. I'm gonna end it here. So hopefully I'm helping somebody, and God bless.